got cooking on your mind and you got nothing but time now, baby, don't worry, toss out that old baloney. Now you're working overtime here on What You Got Cooking. He's a hell of a guy, yeah. Chris Foster's alright. The recipe's a delight, yeah. When you got cooking on your mind and you got nothing but time now, baby, don't worry, toss out that old baloney. Now you're working overtime here on What You Got Cooking, yeah.
Hey, welcome to What You Got Cooking. I'm Chris Foster.
And I'm Josh Woodfoot.
Yes. And today we've got some great different types of food from what we're used to preparing here.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you tell us about what you're going to do, my friend?
Well, I'm going to do a little bit of a marinade for our Thai infused little meal here.
Chicken satay.
Chicken satay.
More like chicken delicious.
Oh.
Hey.
But let's jump right into this here. I got a little bit of garlic. I got some ginger. I got some brown sugar already measured out in my little cup here. Got a little bit of sesame seed oil, some honey, and some soy sauce in this little in the bowl here. Getting all ready for our spectacular marinade. Chris, what are you going to be?
Well, my friend, I'm going to be doing some roasted garlic soup, and it's actually more of a like a cream of potato, cream of garlic soup. And this is German garlic. This is the kind of garlic that makes people not want to talk to you 5 days after you eat it. It's delicious. I actually picked it up at the local garlic fest that they have in Park Forest. They've got 10 different types of garlic, and I picked them up, so I'm using the strong kind today.
All different kinds then?
I'm coming out swinging, my friend.
Oh, beautiful. But right away I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm just going to chop up some garlic really finely chopped.
I'll get your ginger.
We got some ginger here. You're going to want to pick that up at your local grocery store. And
not in your backyard.
No, not in your backyard. That's a little bit of a Asian specialty sort of deal there. And we're just going to cut it up real nice and make a great marinade for the chicken skewers we're going to be making. And so right away, I'm just going to start chopping up this garlic and getting ready for the marinade.
Me personally, what I'm going to do is I've got my 6 cloves of garlic peeled, and I've got a potato here peeled as well. Thank you, Josh.
Potato? Oh yeah.
Thank you, Josh.
No problem. I do what I can.
Thank you. See, these sugars in the potatoes are what makes it stick to your knife. I learned that one the other day.
Oh.
So what you want to do is you want to do a small dice on these potatoes, chop them up kind of finely, and that way they soften up a lot faster than if you were to put the whole honking potato in.
Oh yeah.
I want to mess with that.
I'm going to tell you what, we've talked about flavor before in our meals that we've prepared here.
We tend to, yes.
But this one's going to be kicking.
Kicking.
It's going to be kicking. A lot different than
like the 85 Bears.
Like the 85 Bears. Like the little kicker this year, man.
Robbie Gould.
Oh, 100%.
Oh man, yeah, you can't beat Robbie Gould right now. I'll tell you that.
But a lot of much different sort of spices, different flavor than we're used to having on What You Got Cooking.
And we like to branch out every now and again. And so with this onion here, I'm just using a big, giant sweet onion here. And we're going to do a small dice on that. And get this stuff going. That ginger, it smells like a delicious, I'd like to say soap, but then I wouldn't, it doesn't sound too appetizing.
Yeah, right.
But it smells good.
I know you can't smell it through your television,
I wish
but you go out and you try this recipe and you'll know what we're talking about here. No substitute for hands-on cooking.
No, you can't get this in a restaurant. Well, you could get it in a restaurant, but it's much more fun to make. And the things I don't like in life is onions, the skins
Oh yeah,
on onions.
bad for business.
Oh, they are.
Terrible.
It's disgusting. So we get this onion off, and the small dice. Do a quick little. Good way to do a small dice instead of spending all your time chopping up is to make a few horizontal cuts as such. Maybe space them like 1/8 of an inch in between, depending on what size you want. You can go all the way up. Then turn it towards you. Do some vertical cuts, giving you the size of the dice. And then turn it away again, and look at that.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Perfectly executed there, Chris.
I tend to, I perfectly execute onion. I am an onion executor, my friend. That's where I get my kicks.
Over on Onion Death Row.
Yeah. Sons of guns.
Oh, man. But I'm going to be adding up the garlic and the ginger root right now straight into the soy sauce, sesame seed oil, and honey mixture, which, as I said before, is going to be our marinade. And I'm going to get right started on cutting up these chicken.
Gotta smell this. This smells delicious. Oh, yeah. And the sesame seed oil, imagine roasted sesame seeds, and that's exactly what it smells like. It's a great little touch to anything. You can make a great salad dressing out of it, even. And if I had some limes, Josh forgot to pick the limes from the tree, but you can also put a little bit of lime zest in there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, citrus flavors go well with Asian foods. Okay, so now we've got our onions, and since this is a blended pureed soup, we don't really have to worry too much about our cuts. I thought I'd just get that dicing thing out of the way though. Okay.
Once again, we're working with raw chicken, so you're not going to want to cross-contaminate your other utensils. You could get salmonella, and as we all know, it's a bad jive with those salmonella goblins.
Oh, them goblins will haunches. Okay, so now I got my onions chopped up. Maybe I'll do 3/4 of an onion. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sweat the onions and the potatoes in a saute pan. And then I'm going to add in my, actually I'm going to start out with the garlic. I'm actually going to roast the garlic on top of the oven in a saute pan. I guess it's not really roasting, but, and then I'm going to add in my onions and my potatoes, which will be, it's going to start smelling like deliciousness in here, my friend.
Oh, I believe you. What I'm doing here is I've got the boneless, skinless chicken right here. Going to be cutting it into strips for the skewers to go on, much like shish kebabs, kind of.
Say that one again?
Shish kebab.
All right.
And much like we're going to do for chicken tenders, you want to cut them into that sort of length, a little bit thinner. You want to be able to fold them over, and just so everything cooks evenly, and it's going to be great. I don't know what else to say. But
okay, so what I just did is I took half a stick of butter, and like I said, I'm going to brown up these garlic cloves here. Get them nice and
aromatic.
Yes, aromatic. All right, so now that we've got the butter melted, we're going to throw our potatoes in, and our onions and our garlic. We want to cook them until our potatoes are nice and soft, and you can see right through the onions. Can you see through this, my man?
Can't see through it yet.
I can't see through it either. So hopefully when we get back, we can see through the onions, and we'll finish the rest of our food processes today.
Oh, yeah.
What you got cooking? Yeah. What you got cooking? Yeah.
And we're coming back at you from What You Got Cooking. We're just finishing up some things here, and I think we're going to tell them a little bit about it here.
Yeah. It's basically, my potatoes are soft, and I'm going to add, I got a mixture here of some chicken base, water, and milk. And I've heated that. And actually, this is a little bit unorthodox for me. Usually I add my milk in a different stage. But I'm trying a new recipe that I stumbled upon. And we'll see if it works out.
All right.
So now, we've got our potatoes and our onions and our garlic to a state where they're nice and soft and delicious smelling. And I'm going to temper in this here milk and water and stock.
And what I've got here is some baby carrots, all the way already peeled and everything for you. I've already cut up a bunch. You're just going to want to cut them into thin strips, and we're going to make a little bit of sort of carrots and in butter. We're going to have some black pepper already measured out here. We got some cumin, and I got some butter already started in the little saucepan over here. I'm going to bring it right over. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of soften up the carrots in this saucepan. And
basically, you're going to reduce some orange juice and give them a nice citrus flavor on the carrots with a hint of spice with the cumin.
oh, yes, sir.
Another thing I got going, and I know because I had a big problem with it, was rice, cooking rice. A lot of people, you throw it in a microwave and you get rice, but it's kind of sticky. But I learned a fail-safe trick when it comes to cooking white rice to get a great fluffy rice. What you do is 2 parts water, 1 part rice, and as soon as you see the water bubbling over the rice, turn off the heat, throw the lid on it, and let it steam the rest of the way. Oh, that rice is delicious.
Comes out perfectly, huh?
Okay.
We're just going to let the carrots cook for just a few minutes, and then we're going to add in the spices. We're going to add in the orange juice, and it's going to come out spectacular.
I moved you
on the
up.
front burner.
I moved you up.
Beautiful.
What you want to be careful with doing anything in butter is that the butter will burn.
Got to keep it moving.
Yeah, got to keep it moving in low, gentle heat. Otherwise, that burnt butter smell.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's like, it's
Deadly.
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 It's like finding your pet on the side of the road.
Oh, terrible.
It's just terrible. Nothing you want to see, or smell for this matter. And so I'll tell you what we're going to do with the soup after I relight this burner here. Cover me, Josh.
Oh, I'm covered. But while Chris is doing that, what we're going to be doing next, we're going to get out the chicken. It's been marinating for quite some time, and we're just going to start putting it on the skewers. We're going to kind of griddle it up, and as I said before, shish kebabs without all the stuff in between. But it's going to be spectacular.
Oh yeah.
Just wonderful,
Okay.
wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
So we don't drag this on anymore, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this soup up to a boil, and at the point that it comes to a boil, we're going to use a hand blender. We're going to blend all of it together and continue to simmer it till it thickens up a little bit, and then we've got ourselves some delicious roasted soup, garlic soup.
Magnificent. I think I'm going to
Yeah, you can do your
bring
spices
the
in
pan
that
right
now.
back over here. Set it on top of our little cutting board. I got the black pepper right here.
Oh,
Add it
liberal
right
with
in
the
over.
pepper.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
We can't forget our roots.
Oh, no.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of pepper, but you know what?
It's
I
a
like
lot
it.
of
I like
pepper,
it
man.
spicy. I like it spicy. We're going to add in the cumin here.
It's like begging for sneezing.
It's all right. I know we love the pepper.
No, we do like pepper, man, but that's like enough pepper to feed a nation.
Well, we're going to be adding in the orange juice. It's going to temper it down a little bit, I think.
And I think I'd like to do a little honey in there if you
Little
don't
honey?
mind.
Have at it, my man. Oh, yes.
Honey makes the world go round.
We're just kind of going to let this infuse a little bit real quick back on the burner. I know it smells wonderful.
And basically what you want to do is you just want to put enough orange juice in there to cover your carrots and then slowly cook it down until the carrots are nice and tender. So when we come back, we'll have our soup ready to be blended. I actually feel a sneeze coming on right
Do you?
now. It's no joke. When we come back, we'll actually have our soup ready to be blended. Our carrots will be tender, and we're gonna grill off our chicken satay.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see you then.
What you got cooking? Yeah. What you got cooking? Yeah.
Hey, we're back for the finishing. Let's finish these bad boys up.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna thread those. I'm gonna make a dipping sauce for them. But first, I have to say my rice turned out spectacular. Look
Oh,
at
it
that.
looks wonderful.
The steaming process worked magnificently.
Worked
The
wonders.
soup is thickening, and so I'll run over my sauce if you want to quickly tell them how to.
All right, we've had the chicken that's already cut up in the marinade right now. We're just gonna start threading them on our little skewers here, and we're gonna cook them up like kebabs.
Like shish
kebabs. And we're gonna cook them right on the griddle here. And I'm gonna get that started. Chris will just tell you about the little dipping sauce he's
The
making.
little dipping sauce. Yes, this is definitely Indonesian influenced here. This sauce. Basically, we're going to start out with, that's about 4 ounces, half a cup of some boiling water. We're going to throw some chopped garlic in there, and we'll let that simmer till the garlic, about a minute. And in this bowl, in this very bowl, Joshua, I know because you weren't paying attention, I'll tell you now, I got peanut butter and coconut milk. And the trick with coconut milk is when you get a can, you got to shake that bad boy up, like you're doing the twist with Chubby Checker. And because there's liquid in there, but then there's also solids on the bottom. So you got to make sure that you get let's get the whole can in the act.
Oh, get the whole can.
So we got the peanut butter, the coconut milk. Right now I'm going to throw my garlic in there and let it go to work. And then we're going to throw our peanut butter and coconut milk in there until it's about a smooth, creamy consistency. Then we'll top it off with a little soy sauce, a little honey, a little lemon, and some Tabasco sauce.
As you said before, it's going to be a flavor kick.
It's definitely a kick. It's something that we're not used to, but I figure, why not do a little bit, let's branch out.
That's right.
Let's have some fun. After you give me that skewer, I'm going to throw it on the grill because I want to hear the satisfying sound of my dinner.
I'll give you the first one here.
Yes. I'm going to put it over usually we'd have a cookie sheet, but somebody forgot the cookie sheet today. So, of course, you want to, oh, yeah. Listen to that. So, normally you could do this on a grill, but for indoor terms, you could actually get like a griddle, like they sell stovetop griddles, and you could do it right on there, but you want to make sure that you grease that griddle up nicely. And we could even, with some of that marinade, if we had a brush, we could even brush that on as a basting sauce.
Oh, yeah.
So my stuff's a little bit more on that. The carrots are soft. Why don't you try one of these, Pepper Boy?
I think I'll hold off for just a minute.
Why don't you try it? Try the carrot.
I got no hands.
Try the carrot.
I don't want you feeding it
I'll
to
feed
me.
it.
So
I'll feed it.
I think you better taste it there, Christopher.
All right. How's that pepper?
No, it's definitely peppery,
Pepper content high?
but the cumin really comes through.
Does it? How about the orange juice?
Well, the orange juice makes it very citrusy.
Oh yeah, these lift right off. No issues. And they're cooking. It's real quick with these chicken because they're thin strips. It's probably about 2.5 minutes total on about a medium-high heat. Remember, you don't want to mess around with chicken.
Oh, no.
So we're not going to be cutting the lemon on that board.
No,
That
sir.
sounds spectacular. All right, we'll throw this peanut butter and coconut into the mixture here. Wait till that peanut butter melts down, and we'll go from there. Add in the soy sauce. Okay, so when we come back, we're going to have the product with the soup, the chicken, the sauce, the rice, and your pepperton carrots.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. We'll see you then.
What you got cooking? Yeah. What you got cooking? Yeah.
And we're back here on What You Got Cooking. I'm going to tell you, Chris, this looks beautiful. It smells great.
Oh, I can't even. I'm doing it, man.
You
I'm doing it. I'm trying it with a little bit of the peanut sauce. Actually, I'm gonna try it without the sauce and with the sauce.
Official taste test here.
That stayed real moist. That stayed real moist. And the flavors really come through, especially the sesame oil. Oh yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
I recommend it.
You say everything.
Hold on, I'll do the Rachel Ray.
Oh,
Oh, it's magnificent.
Oh.
Oh, it's good. Under $40.
I'm not a Rachel Ray fan.
Actually, all this stuff was under $40. We bought a bunch of stuff to make that entire meal.
And this, it's a meal and a half.
It's huge.
Rachel
It's
Ray,
delicious.
eat your heart out.
You can make this anytime. You can make it actually, you're out on the grill for like 5 minutes max.
Oh yeah.
And got this fluffy rice. Got some dipping sauce. Got some chili sauce right there that I picked up while I was in Chinatown. Got your pepper carrots.
Oh yeah.
And the soup's still bubbling away, keeping it warm for when I want it.
Oh yeah. And I think with that,
I think we'll call it a do.
call it a day.
Thanks for joining us on What You Got Cooking.
What you got cooking? He's a hell of a guy, yeah. Chris Boss is alright. The recipe's a delight, yeah. When you got cooking on your mind.